Obviously a disappointing loss. Give Cornell great credit. David and his staff did a great job preparing those guys. They were the better team today, and they beat us. And we just got to kind of lick our wounds a little bit and go back. We've got a big game coming up next week.
Jack, do you think the emotions of the past 2 weeks took away from you somehow today?
I don't know if I'd necessarily say that. I think it's clear, there's a lot of good teams in this league, and a lot of these games are going to come down to a certain, number of plays that go either way. And I think that just kind of didn't happen for us today. Had some opportunities, didn't take advantage of them. I thought, it came out with pretty good energy the first half, and there's just, a couple blips. And when that happens against a, good team, like these guys are going to take advantage of it. They took advantage of it today. So, just, a couple opportunities that we, didn't see. So.
Isaiah, same question. Did you agree that it seemed hard to get up for 2 weeks in a row and maintain that level of excitement and readiness for the third?
Well, I would say no. I mean, we were playing for rings today. So, I mean, the energy was up. It was a championship game for us. And, like Jack said, we had opportunities. We didn't take advantage of them. Had some blips. It really does come down to just a number of plays. And, they won most of those plays.
It's hard to ask you about a great play when you're disappointed. So you want to talk a little bit about the interception and looking like a running back out there?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the quarterback would throw towards the sideline. That's usually what quarterbacks do when they scramble. Saw it, caught the ball, and just kind of ran. My legs started to give out the last 15 yards, but yeah, it was cool.
It looked like you kind of had to readjust your grip, or it didn't look like it was right where you wanted it when you caught it initially?
Yeah, my fingers were sort of numb, so I had to readjust the ball, and I just took off.
Is that the most you've been challenged in the last couple of years, people throwing the ball at you?
I think the way they set it up, it put me in a position to really just be man-on-man with the backside receiver. And that just happened to be their best dude. 29's a great receiver. So they're obviously going to try to get him the ball. So, yeah.
Jack, what can you say about the offsides that led to their last touchdown? It's like you said, it comes down to one play, one focus. It seems like that really hurt.
Yeah, that was one play, but you think about all the opportunities even on that drive we had to continue to stop them. They got that first down. They needed a touchdown. They didn't just need a field goal. So that was just our mindset after that was just kind of reset. And a couple people didn't make plays and they should have made plays on a bunch of different situations. It's easy to kind of look at a certain number of plays, but I think even on that drive there were numerous opportunities for us to get them off the field. We just didn't. So.
Isaiah, you guys are captains. This is for both of you. What do you say to your teammates tomorrow and in the locker room getting ready for next week at this point?
It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt today. It's going to hurt tomorrow. But, we're just going to go watch the film, see what we can correct, see what we did wrong, how we can better take advantage of those opportunities that's presented to us, and just get ready for next week. We're still playing for rings next week, so.
Jack, can you add anything to that?
Yeah, we built ourselves a cushion over the first 8 games, and now there's no margin from there. Next week we got to come out and take care of business. This sucks, obviously. Hate this feeling right now, but the fact of the matter is we have an opportunity next week to win an Ivy League championship. So whether or not however guys handled it tonight, dealing with it sucks. But come tomorrow, we still have everything that we set out to do in front of us at the beginning of the season. So however difficult it's going to be on Sunday, but we're going to turn around. We're going to focus the guys up and still have that shot.
Isaiah, what can you say about the courage that team showed? Because they were not having a good season, and they came out and played too tough.
Yeah, I mean, since I've been here, Cornell has always played us tough. Always. All their kids, no matter what their record is, they're always a good team on Saturday. And as Coach T always says, the team that plays the best on Saturday is going to win the game. It doesn't matter what your record is or how well you've done during the season or what you've done. Cornell's going to come out and play their hardest, and they happen to be the better team this Saturday.
Maybe just one let me ask you, Jack. You're not going to say it. I can say it that Gervina doesn't play in the second half and Kalen goes down. You guys, you hung in there with one hand tied behind your back. Could you just talk about how tough that you guys kept on playing?
Yeah, I think that's just kind of the culture mentality we built, right? It doesn't really matter who's taking those snaps. Like, we have an expectation on both sides of the ball, of a certain kind of quality, and no matter who's kind of doing that, we expect and trust everyone on that sideline to, take care of their job. So, even from our defensive perspective, nothing kind of changed, right? Like, we hold ourselves to a very high standard, and that no matter what was going on the other side of the ball, we were, kind of attacking it the same way. And we just didn't, make the plays we needed to in the second half.
Is that sort of thing, Jack, where you're not playing well and a guy misses a tackle or commits a penalty, does it sort of spread contagiously? You have to try and momentum is a big thing, and it seemed like they started to get it as the game.
I don't know. I think a great thing about this defense is that we don't, let that happen. Yes, there were a couple kind of plays that happened, but I didn't ever feel like it was kind of, a snowball effect. I think we were able to kind of get everyone kind of set, after things like that, and they, credit to them, 100% credit to them. They made the plays when they needed to. I don't think we, let it get in our heads or anything. We kind of lined up and ready to play the next play, but they kind of made a couple, really, really key plays.
It just seems from the outside like it would be hard to get up for 3 weeks in a row. And did you have any concerns during the week or pre-game or early in this game that maybe there had been an emotional drain for the 2 big weeks?
Yeah. Always you have big games. Sometimes it's the ebb and flow, but these guys have been pretty steady. We had a good week of practice. I thought we were ready to play. We came out. We didn't make all the plays that we needed to make. They, to their credit, and David Archer's doing good work with those guys. They made plays. When they had to pick up a first down or make something happen, they did. And unfortunately, when we had to make something happen, we didn't. And the end result is you don't feel real good about it. But as they both said, we're still playing for a lot. The guys, they'll be ready to go next week.
Is it sort of you can't afford to hang your head right now?
Can't. It's an all or nothing deal. We talk about the playoffs, and we don't have them, but it's playoff football. Next week it's an all or nothing deal.
I would imagine that you were glad to see them punt at the end, which was a decision that they had to make. You've been in that position, getting that ball that deep with no timeouts left. What were you thinking at the time when they were lining up and whatever they were going to do?
Yeah.
Hoping they would punt?
Yeah, I thought they were going to go for it. They didn't. They opted to kick the ball away. They did a nice job pinning us deep, but we've been down there before, and it's just a matter, hey, we've got to go out and make plays. And unfortunately, we turned the ball over, and that's it. But it shouldn't have come to that. But that's the way the game went for us. Errors early. Jumped offside twice in critical situations. We're driving the football, and we fumble it. We overthrow an open receiver and a big opportunity. We were 3 of 14 on third down conversions. We've been up 70%, and all of a sudden we're down in the 20s, and we can't do that. We missed a number of blocks. They did a nice job. They pressured us, which we knew was going to happen. We didn't adjust to some of their pressures, and we had guys getting hit in the backfield, which negative yardage plays we generally don't have. The kicking game, we kick a ball out of bounds, gives them great field position. They come down, they kick a field goal. So there's just a punt, shank a punt, goes out of bounds for, 8, 9, 10 yards, whatever it is. So there was just an accumulation of things. you hate to see those things kind of pick up and just pick up steam. I thought we had an opportunity to win the game. We did get to drive it down at the end, kicked a field goal. I thought Connor Davis did a nice job with that. And then we needed to stop them. And to their credit, they went down and they went 75 yards and scored a touchdown. We generally don't allow big plays. Cole's 75-yard, 76-yard run, is a gash. So you take any of those things out, it's a different story. But you heard the players say that, and I say it they played better than we did today, and they won the game as a result.
So I asked the guys, and I've got to ask you, playing without Gervino and Parker, what you want people to expect people to step up, but that's a tough road to hoe against a good defense.
Yeah, I thought Nick Howard came in as a freshman, carried the ball and did some nice things, played with confidence and played aggressively. We haven't put him in that situation often, so he'll get more work as we go. Certainly you have a guy like Gervino, you're going to miss him, but Derek Kyler has played a bunch of football as well, and I don't view him as a second-team guy. He's another first-team guy, and he's played an awful lot of football for us. And we need to make plays around him. We allowed some pressure, and he gets pressured, and causes obviously rush to throw the ball out of bounds or whatnot. So we had enough. Kalen Parker went down. Well, we've got other running backs that can carry the football as well. It was kind of the collective effort. We didn't make enough plays, and they did.
Is it fair to say that Kyler had his worst game in quite some time? At least he didn't seem to look comfortable even. And how much, I guess, of that is the rush, and how much is him not able to do what he usually does?
Yeah, well, we were just inconsistent with the run. You'd hit a big play, and then you'd to tackle for loss. We get a ball tipped. Normally would be a safe pass for us, and it's knocked down. We have an errant throw. Those things happen. Yeah, I would say it's kind of a collection of things. The left guard misses something. The right tackle misses something. The quarterback misses something. We miss a cut in the backfield. We don't block somebody downfield as a wide receiver. The tight end doesn't get off the ball in a release, and he's the primary target. And it was just kind of a domino effect. Things kept happening that haven't happened to this point. We were not clean in our execution on either side of the football, and it cost us. And again, I give them credit. I mean, they played hard. We knew they were a good football team. They just have found a way not to win, and today they found a way to win.
My guess is you have no doubts that this team's going to be ready to go next week.
Yeah, they've been, each week we've been ready to line up and play. Will it be harder? As the guys said, they're playing for something. And that was a goal of the guys coming in, win a championship. We still have that opportunity. So feel the way that you feel tonight and flesh it out, and tomorrow morning you're pursuing your mission.
We're also playing for history. How hard is it to have the undefeated season go by now?
Yeah, that's it's a shame because it was within grasp, but it's not any longer. So we've got to just put that on the side, and the thing that we're playing for is a championship, and that's legitimate and that's real. They'll remember that the rest of their lives, probably more so than what the final record was. Either you do it or you don't, and we had a chance to. And Brown had a big win today. They'll be sky high and be excited about an opportunity, their senior game at home. So we just go right back to work.
Do you think Gervino, Perry, Parker will get all three of them back for next week and not get them back?
Hard to say. I would say Gervino probably. Parker, I would think, didn't seem significant, and Perry, we'll find out. I don't know on that one yet.